right, welcome back to the Kicking It with the Captain podcast. My name is Captain Goofy Hunter, and we are reviewing an anime called Golden Time, starting with episode 1. So essentially, we follow the college life of a character known as Banritada. Basically, he was in an accident just shortly after he graduated high school. He lost his memory of everything, every part of his past life. Since then, he was in the hospital for about a year, had to recuperate, and now he's starting college. We open up with him running out of a train station, apparently late to his entrance ceremony to college. He gets there, speaks to the attendant, shows his student ID, lets her know why he was late. He gets to the auditorium, and I'm assuming the dean is pretty much just wrapping up his speech, and that's when everybody decides to go outside, take pictures, hug each other, say goodbye to their parents, say hello to their friends that are there, and he's trying to figure out where to go. So he enrolled in law school. He's trying to figure out where the law department of the campus is located. And one of the things that he ends up doing is following two students who he believes goes to the same department. But the way in which he does it is fucking creepy as shit. Have you ever seen those those detective episodes where they're tailing somebody and they're hiding behind shit like dumpsters and fucking telephone poles and shit? That's what the fuck he's doing, which is creepy as shit, especially when they're walking through an alleyway by themselves and his ass is just sitting here creeping on them, even though all you had to do, my guy, is just say, hey, I'm in the law program. I'm trying to find out where orientation for our class is. Can you guys help me? And they probably would have gave him directions. But no, you decided to do the creep shit and creep on these girls. Now, as they're walking, they don't notice him behind them, by the way. They say that, there's a convenience store there where they can pick up a snack. So they go into the convenience store. He follows them. And I'm assuming they wanted like some ice cream or something because it's hot. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the spring. I think it's the spring. So maybe it's like hot during that fucking time or some shit. And they go there to get some stuff. But then they get a call from a friend who wants them to meet up immediately. So they tell Banri to go ahead of them, and they dip. And of course, he was only in there to follow them, and he ended up getting stuck because he was at the counter and had to pay for it. By the time he got done, he got outside, they're gone. They're gone. They're fucking gone. He's basically right back to where he started. But the funny thing is, he bumps into another student who's just as lost, and he basically did the same thing. They introduced themselves. The new guy, his name is Mitsuo Yanagisawa. And in fact, I got photos of these characters. That's not him. Sorry. That's him. That is Mitsuo. And he apparently comes from some prestigious schools that he was at. And the reason he enrolled in that school, according to him, was in order to get away from, not get away. He said that he got in some trouble with someone of the opposite sex. Didn't really go too much into detail, but the way he described it said that it was a catastrophe. And the funny thing is, while he is talking about this person, a taxi drives past him, flips a U-turn, comes back and stops in front of them. And who gets out of the damn car? You guessed it, the girl he was talking about, which is her, right here. This is Koko Kaga. He doesn't really acknowledge her as a girlfriend, even though she has believed that they have been together since kindergarten. They grew up together. Their parents know each other. Her father is a very successful doctor that runs a hospital. And when she steps out of the car, she has a bouquet of fucking flowers. Walks up to him, says congratulations, and then proceeds to hit the shit out of him with those flowers. But wait, before some of y'all think that's kind of messed up, roses have thorns. She removed the thorns. She said that after she batted him back and forth. And then got back in the car and drove off. What the hell? What in the hell? Now I can understand why that's a catastrophe, and he is befuddled, and Bonnery decides to try and play it off. He picks up the flowers and he starts handing roses to all of the women passing by. I'll admit, I got to give him some points for that, because that's one hell of a way to play it off. Just give all the flowers to everybody and then move on about your business. We fast forward. They finally make it to class, to orientation. And he's just explaining that they grew up as children. Their parents knew each other. They've been together since kindergarten. But she never really considered what he wanted. She's got this whole plan that they're supposed to be married or going to get married. And she's got this whole plan for her career. Mind you, while he is explaining his experience, this girl is sitting right behind him. He does not know this. Neither of them do. She's just sitting there just listening to him talk shit. And then when she gets the chance, taps him on the shoulder. He turns around, freaks the ever-loving fuck out. Wondering why the hell she's there, and trying to explain that I thought you were going to this school so that way you could be there for 3 years and then you finish your last year abroad in France so you can start a fashion career. To which she said, well, I guess plans change. She secretly enrolled in the school and enrolled in the law program. What in the hell? Okay, so now she's there. He is clearly unhappy. And one of the things that she does that apparently is annoying as hell to him, she asks him like admit it, you're happy to see me, and he's like, no, I'm not happy at all. Goes in one ear, out the other. Every time. If it's not something that sounds like you're agreeing with her, in one ear, out the other. She didn't hear it. You didn't say it. So at this point, he is flipping the fuck out. And then she turns to look at Bonnery and says, don't mind him. He's one of those types of people, you know, dramatic, over the top. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, didn't you just smack this man in the face with a bouquet of fucking roses? Because he dared to try to get away from you? And then you track this man down? But he's dramatic? Pot, meat, kettle. Are you... that wouldn't annoy the hell out of me. I'm like, that is some hypocritical shit to say when your ass literally caused an entire scene in the public because you were upset that he was trying to get away from you. And I'm pretty sure you knew he tried to get away from you. Because he's asking, like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? He's just like, oh, I enrolled in the school. That is not some shit that's not some shit that sounds not fucking over the top, not dramatic. So, at this point, he takes the fuck off. Wants nothing to do with her whatsoever. And instead of respecting that, she chases after him. Now, at that point, Bonnery is left behind. And when Mitsuo took off, what's the term I'm looking for here? He ended up leaving some documents. I don't know why the hell it was hard for me to say that. Anyway, he ended up leaving some damn documents. And he picked them up, collected them, and was like, okay, cool. I'll just probably return them when I see him. Then he leaves, goes out into the courtyard, where apparently it's club registration day. Except these clubs are vicious when it comes to first years, because first years are supposed to sign up for clubs and shit. And I'm guessing maybe you get like more funding because of how many members you get or something, and there are more activities that you can do or something. And everywhere he goes, like, they are literally like all in his face, pulling him this way. He comes across the damn the fucking the tea club. These girls force some bitter ass tea down his damn throat. Tells him, yeah, why don't you come to our welcome party and all this extra shit. And they're like, we love to party. Excuse me. He comes across the Latin dance club, which is some girls wearing carnival outfits, shaking their asses in his face. Luckily, this man is saved by a woman who we later find out is named Linda. And she's part of the festival club. We find that information out later. And I don't know if I got a picture of Linda. I don't. Sorry. But Linda knows Bonry. She went to high school with him. But he doesn't know that because he doesn't remember his past life. So she saves him, and then they ended up parting ways. He heads home. As he is walking down the street in front of the damn crosswalk, there's Coco looking for Mitsuo. And one thing that annoys me about this girl is if it is not Mitsuo, she doesn't give a fuck. She did not remember this kid's name at all. I think she called him Canada or something stupid like that the first time around, and he had to re-explain, like, that's not my name. My name is Kaga. I mean, not Kaga. My name is Tada, Bonry Tada. I'm fucking his name up. Damn. And the shit that was dumb was she was asking if he knew where Mitsuo was. And that she was just waiting because she figured he would have to come that way anyway. And then he gets a phone call from Mitsuo. And Mitsuo just calls him because he wants to kind of explain and apologize for just running out. And also asked if he had seen like some documents. And of course he was in the middle of saying, yeah, I have them. I can meet up with it. And come to find out he's still at the school. This bitch is ear hustling right next to him. Snatches his phone. And is now berating him like, are you still at the school? Stay right there. I'm on my way. Don't move. And you can hear the terror in his voice when she says that. I'm pretty sure he took off running just from hearing her damn voice, knowing damn well she's about to come hunt his ass down. And then she takes off. But then she stops like maybe 10 feet and realizes, oh, I still have your phone. Goes back, gives it to him, and then takes the fuck off. And he's sitting there looking like, what the hell just happened? I'm wondering the same thing. Because how do you even explain this to somebody? What just happened? You're going to not believe it. Alright, people will be like, oh, I've heard of these obsessive people before, but I never thought it was that bad. It's that bad. It's very much that bad. Trust me on that one, it's that bad. I've met someone who was that obsessive. Not over me, over somebody else. It was annoying. I wasn't interested in her, thank God. But one of the reason why we were friends was because we were in the same classroom. Computer hardware. And the shit that annoyed me about her is she only wanted to talk about him. I'm trying to focus on my work, and she's showing pictures like, isn't he just the cutest? And I'm like, why the fuck are you showing me this? Like I'm going to say, yeah, he is. Get that shit out of my face. So when I saw how obsessive she is, yeah, it brought me back to that shit. It was fucking annoying. I eventually dropped the class, waited another semester, and then took the class again. Just to get away from that person. So that obsessive shit, it's real. It's not common. It's rare as fuck, but it's real. And that's pretty much it for my analysis on the first episode. When I first watched it, I didn't think it was going to draw me in until that moment. And until the end of the episode, and I was like, okay, I need to see what the fuck else happens, because this shit is ridiculous. And here we are, a kid with a new identity, same name, starting his college life, and he is dragged into some fucking Steve Wilkos level drama. And for this episode, I have to give it a... Let's think. I'm going to give it a solid 8. Mostly because of the atmosphere, building around Bonry, even though he did some real creepy shit. Coco's fucking entrance. That was one hell of an entrance. You step out of a taxi, bouquet of flowers looking like a model, then assault somebody. That's one hell of an entrance. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I enjoyed that portion. Let me know what you guys think. Please be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the show, think of the episode, think of the anime, whether or not you liked it or not. I heard that it was a fantastic shoujo manga, so I believe I'm in for a treat. Hope everybody enjoys the episode. Please feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe, like I said. And I will catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Gotta find my way to